All right, Rob. Kyrie. Now, the Nets, we know they were involved in this huge blockbuster trade, and they get back Ben Simmons. Nice player when he's engaged. They get back Seth Curry.
And it could fit.
Could fit. Seth Curry. And Andre Drummond. They needed some size, a little bulk, a little beef, a little rebounding. So he fits that need. They lost James Harden. Good move for both teams on paper. They had two disgruntled players. And both of them look like they could be fits on paper. Well, Kyrie was on Twitch, Rob, NBA 2K22 Twitch. I don't know. I guess, is he into that? Maybe he's a big video game guy. I don't know. But, you know, his age, he probably is. But here's what he said, Rob, about the Nets. Just watch our squad after the break. And he said it with his chest. That's why I'm saying it like this. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. This is great downtime right now before things start getting going again. And I think it's like 20 some odd games left, but I'm telling y'all, watch, just watch, just watch. It's almost like an Allen Iverson practice rant. He says, God willing, if we stay healthy, everything works out, ain't no stopping us.
We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man.
Rob, that's one of those quotes. Do you remember where you were when you saw that?
Yes, absolutely. I just thought that was most unbelievable. I was working in Detroit. I remember it very vividly because we played the heck out of it. But also, Alex, if you could find, there's a clip of his mom when he was going through the thing with his wife. You remember AI threw his wife out,
or whatever?
Yeah, naked and all that. You remember that whole controversy that went on? And the reporter asked his mother something, and she just, there's a famous quote that we used to pull out and use. Get out of my face with that crazy stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that quote.
Alex, you got to find that. It's Allen Iverson's mom talking to a reporter, and she just and the reporter asked something about the wife. Did you ask her?
About the wife?
Get out of my face with that crazy stuff. And the way she says it is classic. But anyway,
right. Yeah. I remember. I don't remember what city I was in, but I was on assignment somewhere, and it was in the afternoon, and I was sitting at like the hotel bar or something. You know.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was eating or drinking soda or something.
Right. I didn't say you were getting sauced. I didn't say
but
that.
I was just sitting there and he was on and doing the rant, and everybody was, it was iconic. But anyway.
All right.
Here's
Chris, hold on real quick. He found the mom thing. Let's.
Yeah.
Girl, get out of my face with that crazy stuff.
That was it. Get out of my face.
I got to be honest, Rob, it didn't live up to the billing.
That just was a little low. It's funny. I thought it was funny.
I knew his mom. I didn't know her well, but I dealt with her a little bit. Sweet person. I really liked her. And but anyway, there's that. But here's the deal. So what do you think, Rob? What do you think about Kyrie and his comments?
I mean, I don't know what else is he going to say. This isn't going to work. He knows that he's a part of the problem, like what's going on.
He? Because he ain't say it that way.
Yeah, I think he knows.
He said, "Just watch."
But he
gonna be that. Here's the problem, Rob.
No, right.
He gonna be just watching.
No, he'll be watching.
He gonna be just watching with us.
It'll be like That'll be it. It'll be like just watch when we're sitting back watching the Nets and the play in Brooklyn, and we're all watching. It's gonna be amazing. I'm telling you, just watch.
Right.
But I don't know what else he's gonna say. I like Kyrie as a person. Like I'm just saying, like I like that he's a little different. I don't have all these issues. I wish that he could just play basketball. That's what I wish, because he's so talented, Chris. And that's the part that I feel bad for, is that this might be a missed opportunity in his life, or in his basketball career. It might be. It just might be.
I mean, it is.
Okay.
Because he's going to retire from basketball before he's 40 years old. And he's going to have a whole great 50 years, something like that left to live. And hopefully it'll be great for him. And he'll have the money and he'll have the time to do every single thing he wants to do.
Right.
But he will not be able to go back and have the 2021-22 season where he gave up half the season.
Let me ask you, do you think, and this is a little off the topic, do you think he was affected at all, or he's past that, of feeling snubbed by the top 75 players? Like, do you think he felt like I should have been a part of that? I'm not there because I'm different. Do you know at all or not?
I mean, knowing what I know about Kyrie, and I don't claim to know him that well.
No. I'm just
I think he felt. I definitely believe he thinks he should have been one of those top 75 players.
okay.
But I never heard, and Rob G, hop in if I'm wrong, or maybe you know, Rob. I don't remember hearing him complain about it.
No, I
or
don't.
say anything. Is there any comment about him like feeling snubbed or thinking it wasn't a good list? I don't recall anything like that. So my point is this, Rob. Yeah, inside, of course he wanted to be on it. I remember, Rob, when I played Little League, you played Little League baseball. We all wanted to be on the All-Star team.
Right, everybody, right.
I played, but you wanted to be all conference, whatever. Yeah, like, so I don't blame him, and it's not wrong to have wanted to be on that top 75 team. And he's good enough where he had a claim.
Absolutely.
But I don't know that it's something really bothering him. I don't know that it's something to get over.
Because those are the moments you miss in life, like being a part of that. It's almost like, to me, like Dwight Howard became goofy after being a great basketball player,
right,
Chris, for 12 years, right?
Which shouldn't have kept him off the team. Because
no, I agree.
Was goofy
I
too.
agree,
yeah.
But it's the way people look at you. No?
No, right.
I'm with you.
I mean, and Rodman has rings. That's the difference.
Right.
Rodman has so many rings.
So you can't,
that
you can't.
iconic
And he won with the
teams.
Pistons and he won with the Bulls, so you can't deny him.
Well, and he was a role player. I mean, you can make a very good argument that he shouldn't have been on there. Because just as a straight up basketball player, he wasn't the most skilled and all that, but for what he did, great, one of the greatest defenders and one of the greatest rebounders ever. So I'm fine with him being on it. But yeah, like you said, Rob, he won championships. But the point is this.
Yes.
I'm with you in that I get where Kyrie's coming from. Like you said, what are you gonna say? Of course,
he's trying to sell it.
Confidence.
Right.
However, I don't want to hear it from Kyrie when you're only gonna be able to play 9 of their 23 games remaining, and then where you're not gonna be available for the home playoff games. At least at this point, I just don't want to hear it. Because you ain't got nothing to do with it, to be honest. Now, that's an overstatement. Yeah, you got a little something to do with it. But you could be great. You could go out there, average 30, 10, and 10 in the 9 games you play and lead the Nets to a 9-0 record, and y'all still could finish under 500 in the rest of the season.
Exactly.
You could go out there and be phenomenal against Atlanta, against Philadelphia, against Milwaukee in the playoffs. And then you lose the series. So I'm just saying, this doesn't, if he were about to get vaccinated or just got vaccinated, or if New York changed the law, then I would love this quote. I just think, Rob, it's like me or you.
Is it empty,
if I'm gonna be off for the next 2 months, and I'm coming out like, yeah, y'all need to check out the Odd Couple because we get busy. We the best radio you've ever heard, and I'm not gonna be here for the next 2 months.
Right?
What does that sound like?
No.
So that's my issue.
So it's empty to you because of that, right? It's hollow.
Yeah,
it's empty.
just. It just doesn't make sense to me. If Durant said, and look. I got family members who aren't vaccinated, so I'm not ripping on Kyrie for not being vaccinated.
No, I know. We both said that.
Right.
That's
but
not the...
I'm just saying I don't need all this braggadocio when you're not available. And Rob, when Kyrie's not available, they don't have a second scorer. It's Kevin Durant. Now, I like Seth and I like Patty Mills, but they're not second scorers. And so they have a big void to fill. They had Harden. We knew Harden going to get you 20-something. So it was fine even without Kyrie. But now, so that's my only issue with this.
Yeah. Okay. I
You
think
know?
that's fair. I don't think that's
Yeah.
picking on him or being over the top. It just rings hollow because he's not going to be a part of it. You just said
Right.
it. He's only playing 9 of the last 23 games, and then if they go on the road and playoff, you just can't win. I'm not saying that they couldn't win a home game without him, but it puts your team at a disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Just
Absolutely.